Test, test. Hey, hello. Today I have a meta stream. The plan is to work on this UI I have on the side and in the bottom of the screen. So now I'm writing some points, specifically what I'm planning to work on today. So one of them will be generate a screen starting starting soon screen. So for example, right now, let me pull it here. If I look at my videos from before, how do I see it? You can see that all my videos look the same. There is a dog and it says starting soon. So I think it would be cool to actually have a more meaningful picture saying specifically what I'm planning to work on. And what's this stream? 12 minutes, 12 views. How do I remove it? Okay, I can do it later. So this is what I'm planning to work on. And this overlay is written in Angular. So some Angular time is coming. Right now I'm fixing the points on the right, so people have more context about what specifically I'm working on. And you can see that right now I'm doing it in a template, but I do want to do it through Firebase. So I would have some kind of UI where I will be able to actually just do it in the browser. And then another problem is if there is an error somewhere. Let me not close the UL tag and see if it works. How about this? So if there is an error, then basically everything gets broken. So you can see that the whole screen displays the error, and that's not great. What I want to do instead is make this tool work and upload it to Firebase hosting and give it some kind of permanent URL. Yeah. And another thing I want to do is a little bit of styling. Style the sidebar. Because right now you can see there is a gap between the sidebar and where I show the cursor. There is like a black gap. So I've been looking into screen sizes and I still don't understand how scaling works. But I hope it does. Yep. So I'll start with that. I'll change the size of the sidebar. I think it's called chat, although I think at some point I want to rename it to sidebar. And the width is 300 pixels. But what I want to do is, since it's used in multiple places, not just search and replace, but actually create a CSS variable here. And to do that, that's not something I do a lot, so I may even have to look up how to create CSS variables. But what I do know is we have to go with ngdeep because Angular, and we have to use the :root selector, which means that we are defining. So you cannot define, you cannot just go and say like var equals something. You have to specify it in an element. And if you want to do it like very deep, you want to go with the root element. So I think, without Googling, I would assume I can go something like size 300 pixels. Is this legit syntax? Seems like it works. So let me change this number right here from 3 to 400. See if it affects anything. Yeah, so now we can see that this thing actually updates the panel on the right. So I'm gonna use the variable here. Let's see if this works. Right, so it seems like I kinda know this by memory already, which is funny because I don't do it that much. Okay, so now is the time for search and replace, and also I can use it in all other plates, in other templates if I wanted to. Alright, so now the panel is bigger. It might be a little bit too big. I think where I want to go is, wait, what happens there? Oh, I replaced it here. 350 pixels maybe? Let's see if that's good. Okay, so now I can see that the gap is like very, very small, which is perfect, which is what I want to do. I'm not sure what the state of my Git repository is. It seems like I haven't committed for a long time. I potentially never committed ever, so I just call it initial commit. As this project was experimental, I was not sure if I'm gonna use it or not. But apparently it seems to be working like pretty well. You can also say something in the chat and you can see, I can just test it here. Hello, I'm typing in the chat right now, and it will appear somewhere on the right. Yep, right here. So that's cool. I've been using Twitch API, and if we have time today, I'll play more with it. Another thing I wanted to do before we start, although, well, we kind of officially started already, but what I want to do is update the bottom bar. It has a few points. Let me see where they are. VS Code. So it's right here. This is very interesting. I think because it selected the emoji, it's inverted it, so we got a blue fire. That's pretty cool. So what happens with the heart? Let me search for please. Interesting. So it seems like it makes it blue. Does it make all emojis blue? iStream. Yeah, so it kind of bluish eyes. I don't know. It makes basically everything blue. Which, okay, that's good. So which points do I want to keep? I stream in English, but I speak Russian. So if anybody wants to ask me questions in Russian, that's totally fine. Tomorrow we're not working on VS Code extension with OpenGL because that's something we did already. But tomorrow we might be working on Clubhouse web client. So for all the people who wanted to check out the Clubhouse but don't have iPhones, me and my friend Mr. Fox we'll have to see how hard it is, but it seems like there have been some hacks on the API and we might be able to just talk to Agora, which is the streaming service behind the thing, and maybe we'll create a web client. I think it will be in Russian, but maybe it will be in English. It depends on whether Mr. Fox wants to speak Russian or English. I'll keep this, please follow me. one thing I wanted to share is, but I can do it later. I've been reading a nice book, so maybe I can put book recommendations here, but we'll see about that. So next thing I'm gonna do, okay, I'm looking at who's in the chat. Seems like we have a bot. That looks like a bot. Yes, Rubber Slayer might be a real person. Apparently there is some website which lists all the Twitch bots, and it seems like there are lots of bots. Anyway, let's get back. So we fixed the bottom bar, and I would say, at least for now, style the sidebar is pretty good. I'm gonna get a more meaningful name to the size. I would call it sidebar size. That's about right. And then I'm gonna search globally in this project for 300 pixels. I don't see this used anywhere. I think we have it in one other place. Yes, here. I don't know why it was not found, but I'm gonna use a var here, which is sidebar size. So okay, that's good now. And another thing I think we can improve is, right now you can see some of the text is kind of cut off on the right. I think this is because of the box sizing. I think we do not, oh yeah, we do have border box sizing, but I don't see any padding. I think we have in the inner element. Let's see. Here, let's do box sizing border box, and let's see if this fixes the screen. Yep, perfect. So now we have, yeah, that's good stuff. Now we don't have any text cut off. So I'm gonna commit that and say style changes. I created a var for the sidebar width. Saving that. Cool. So now I'm gonna start working on the waiting screen. So I'll pull the browser here. I need another tab. Right. And then the waiting screen will have its own route. How we're gonna do this? Let's get into Angular routing right here. So we have app component, and there is app routing module. So we only have one path currently, which is /chat, and we're gonna have another one, which will have loading screen. So what I'm working on is basically doing this screen configurable. I don't know why there is an error here. Okay, I think it's a code, just a linting error. All right, so instead of chat component, I'll create a loading, or what is it, waiting component. We don't need most of the stuff. All right, I'm not gonna do what I did. I tried copying something. I'll just generate a new module using Angular CLI. New Angular schematic, and here I want a module, and I'm gonna call it waiting screen. So the module is done, and now I'll create a component in the same folder. So I continue doing a new schematic, but this time it's going to be a component, and I'll give it the same name. Now we can add this to Git. I'll take this component and I'll pass it to routing. I don't think I need loading screen. I just call it waiting, and then waiting screen component. Boom. All right. So once I go to this URL, which is waiting, I think I mistyped it. I'm going to see the new screen. It doesn't seem like it works. It has the route, but for some reason it's not what I would expect. I think this is because we have an app component. Okay, so I'm gonna do router outlet here, and I think this will break everything. Yeah, so now my sidebar is gone. This is because I need, like before I would have it on the main page, but not anymore. Now it's just empty. So I'm gonna add chat. Gonna go to chat. Now it's almost back. I'll create a new modular component which will contain sidebar and the bar, which I'll just call streaming overlay maybe. Yeah, just call it overlay. Looks good to me. And then I'll create a new component. I'll call it overlay. Overlay. Cool. So now we have a module, we have a component. Let me add it here. And this component, I'm trying to fix the sidebar now. The overlay component will get its own route in the app routing module. The path would be overlay, and the component would be overlay. So once this works, I'll go to this route, overlay. Overlay works, which is perfect. I don't know why IntelliJ keeps doing double-quoted imports, but that's easy to fix. Cool. So what are we putting in the overlay? We want two components there. We want a chat component and bar component. I'll just move it in the same folder, and hopefully IntelliJ will refactor it properly. Let's see how it works. Okay. Waiting. All right. Something got broken there, but I think because oh yeah, okay, everything is broken. Chat overlay chat dog. So because this thing is an overlay right now, I'll just get my screen out here. I'll have a mode with only my screen and no sidebars, nothing. Let's see what happened with the dog. So source app modules overlay dog. I think what we wanna do is we wanna have a local path here. Let me check local history and see what IntelliJ refactored for us here. All right, where is the dog? Where is the dog? Yeah. So we had IntelliJ thought it would be very smart and put the full path, and apparently Angular is not happy about it. That should be an easy fix. Same thing goes with I guess all other images here. So I'll have to go to all images and find and give them a relative path. Okay, and it compiled successfully. So now what I can do with this URL, I'm gonna open the screen which is supposed to show the sidebar, and I'll add it here. Right, so it's hard to see, but on top there is this, let me see, right here, it says overlay works. So I'm gonna add some components here, which are the chat component and the bar component. So I think it's up dash bar, I assume, and up dash chat. It will ask me to import some modules. All right, and then now it says what? Everything is broken. Up bar is right. Let's get to the screen without the overlay and let's fix that. Why can it be broken? So I assume IntelliJ has all the appropriate modules here. Okay, it has the appropriate component exported, but it still complains. Maybe restart will save us. Let me restart and see if it helps. This is supposed to go pretty quick because the app is very small. Well, sometimes it's not. Oh yeah, so I've been pretty excited about Clubhouse. There is lots of hype about it, and that's why I think it would be fun to create a web client. I'm not sure what tech stack we're going to use for it. I guess folks will figure it out. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow that will happen. And then meanwhile, it says app bar is an Angular component and app chat is an Angular component. I assume that the problem is not that they are not imported. The problem is that this module is not important. Imported. Let me import it. This sounds like a tongue twister. How about this? Yay. Overlay works. So now it's complaining about router outlet not being here. Why is that? I think I can just go with like router module. Let's see if this works. Cool, so this didn't help. Let's see what the question is. Okay, so this thing app bar, it exists, but for some reason I'll just hide it for now. I'll just comment it out and see. Lol lol lol. All right, this works. Now let's do one by one. So we add app bar component, and this works. The app bar is here. I can get rid of lol lol lol. And now I can uncomment app chat component. Let's see if this works. So now I have both. I have the chat and the sidebar. I'm going to bring in the styles from the old host component. Just throw it in CSS. And now we get what we wanted. So we have it almost working, except the part where the dog is not appearing on this side. This is unfortunate. I want the dog back. So I assume we screwed up the path somewhere, and that's why it doesn't work. It should be in the chat component, which is not the best name. I think it should be called the sidebar component. I see like a few more folks join. Hello. Say hi in the chat. I don't know why the dog doesn't appear. The dog is back. The dog is back. I'm very happy about that. So we have the dog, we have everything. So now I'm gonna switch the mode to bring back this sidebar. Nice. All right, I'm happy to see that. So we brought back the overlay, and now you can see it live on the screen. Now we're gonna work on the waiting screen. This is what we display before the stream starts. I want it to be kind of configurable. So there will be waiting screen and I guess waiting admin screen. first, let me see where. So this is how it looks like. So we have a dog and we have a giant wait for it thing. So I want it to be customizable, because when you look at all my videos, is like they use the screen like that because it's displayed in the first few minutes, and that's not something I wanna see. I want it to be different. I think I even want the colors to be different depending on maybe just different, just depending on time of the day or something. I definitely want to keep the dog. The dog is important, but the rest we can change. All this refactoring, I'm gonna to commit it first. So we did two things here: create a new overlay component, and then create a waiting screen component. All right, that looks good. I'm gonna commit this. Just make sure it doesn't commit anything else. Now let's fix the waiting screen. Waiting screen works. So what? How do I want it to look like? So I definitely want a dog, and I also want to say, okay, let's do this like starting soon. All right, and then I want the background to be different. But how do I do that? So I want some kind of like random stuff there. So it sounds like, let me see. I'll create a new, where is the overlay? All right, so I'm gonna create for now just an array. It's gonna be read-only. I'll call it colors, and then I'll just add some random hex color and see. Yeah, so Web IntelliJ picks it up, so I can edit it here. So I'll pick a few colors here. Let's do like red. Let's do something green. How do I move this thing? And then maybe, that's weird, but I can just do like 008800. All right, now it's red, it's green. Now I can move the slider. And then another one should be green. This may be a little bit darker. And then I can go with, how am I doing this? I'll just do random color on refresh. So every time you refresh, you get a random background color. How do I go with the host binding? I'm gonna look it up. Host binding and host listeners. Here we go. That's what I need, I think. Right. So how do we pick a random? So we have like a list of things, and then we want a random thing. So I'll make it a self-executing function, just because I can. So it's a lambda function, and then it calls itself. Can I do this? Return 1. Yeah, I don't see why not. So I basically created an empty function and immediately called it. So now I can have like a few lines of things here. Then I'll have a local constant. I want it to be constant, so I hit Option C and I call it colors again. And the property will be just color, just single color we pick. So math random we can multiply it by length of colors, and then we seal it, or seal, I don't know how you are supposed to pronounce it. Oh, interesting. So when there is an error, you actually can see some parts of my screen, but not really well. So the problem here is I was using colors and I wanted to use colors length. So this is good. Let's try a debugger here and see what kind of results do we get. It seems like we don't get anything, which is confusing because in my head it would stop somewhere here. Let's do debugger. Okay, I don't know why it doesn't do it, so what I'll just take it out here, and then we can always find a better way of doing the same. So we have a list of colors, and we get a number between 0 and number of colors -1. That's what I want to do here. Let's verify. So it's 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So what's happening is we get a random number, but then we seal it, which means it goes up. What we want to do is we want to floor it. Okay, so this will produce a number between 0 and 2. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, that's perfect. And then color equals const color colors with this index, this random number which we just generated, and then color equals color. And here we can do host binding. Let me see how whether I used it before. Class style. So I want style background color. Let me see if I can go like style.background, just because I can. I don't need the debugger anymore. Starting soon. All right, where is the background? I don't see the background. How about I set the value to red for now and see if this works. All right, now everything is red, which is cool, but not exactly what I wanted. So I'll take all the stuff and I'll move it to the waiting screen, which explains why I didn't get the debugger before. So I'm going back to the waiting component and doing all this magic here. Right. So we change the color right here. Cool. So it worked in the other component, but it doesn't work here. I'm curious why. Style. How about color? Will color change it? So color works. What about background dash color? Maybe some specificity is missing or something. Okay, let's see what kind of rules do we have applied to this host element. Yes, so it works. There is just one problem, is the style of this thing. It has to be display block, and there has to be some size to it. Is there like a global style CSS or a CSS thing? Yes, it's right here. So let me move all the vars here. Root. All right, it takes some time to load. Oh, hey then, cool colors. Thank you. So I'm creating some variables in my CSS. There you go. Sidebar size, we're gonna have a screen size, screen width, which is 1920 pixels, and then screen height is 1080. Right. Is it 1920? Yes. So I can use those numbers right now in the overlay component. I copied the wrong thing. So it's var screen width, and then for height we're doing the same thing. All right, cool. So now I take this thing. I almost think we should do some SCSS magic and import some mix-ins for screen, because like width and size and display block are going to be the same everywhere. I am not going to do it right now, but I think eventually I want to do it. So we have host for the waiting screen, and then we have width, height, and display block. So once we do that, boom, we have our red color. And now let's do our random color here. So color equals color. How about that? Right, so now every time I refresh, I'm gonna get a different color. Let's verify that. Yep, perfect. There is some padding on somewhere. I don't know what it is, but HTML or body. I'll get rid of this margin 0 and padding 0. Let's see if it helps. So this almost helped. So there is how it's called, combination maybe. Anyway, I think it's the header thing. So we are not gonna, right? Waiting screen. I think if we stop using h1 here, and if we just use a div, it's gonna just work. Dan says you probably might even use VH and VW instead of pixels. I'm not sure how. Okay, we can check. Let's do that. So I size, and then I'll have to create a field size. And then here I'm gonna set it to, let's see, document screen, full screen, window, screen, window, screen. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the overlay component, and yeah, my only concern is I don't know how OBS handles screen size. That's my concern. So let me do size here equals window screen, and then size pipe JSON. Let's see. I don't see where it is. Div style font size 200. Let's see if this helps. Okay. So you can see empty curly thing. Maybe the problem is just need to spread it. Maybe. Let's see if that helps. Okay, no, that did not help. Maybe I can just do window screen width. Let's see if this works. What if I do height? Yeah, perfect. So I do have those numbers in OBS, which is pretty cool. So what happens if I resize the thing? Let's Let's see. Okay, it's hard to say if it updated or not. Let me. Got it. So those got it. So I scaled it. I did not resize it. You're right. So I'll have to make it full screen. Cool. Yeah. So I think you're right. I can use VH and VW instead of hard coding the numbers. Let me go do it right now then. So I don't need screen width. I just need. I can also probably go 100%. No. Let's do just VW here and 100 VH. And same here, 100 VW, 100 VH. All right. I have to fix the. I have to drop this thing from the overlay component. I'm curious if I can, or maybe I shouldn't do the error screen more transparent. Probably not. I think it's good this way. Perfect. So we have a beautiful blue screen. Now we need a dog. I do have a dog picture, but I think it comes with a. Oh no, it's perfect. It doesn't even come with a background. I'm gonna move it to. I can probably just move it to assets because I can. Where are the assets? Dog. Here you go. Boom. Add. And now I can put this dog in the middle of the waiting screen. So I'll just go with image source equals. I think just dog PNG would do. Right. Okay. Let's see if it works. Okay, missed semicolon in waiting screen as CSS. Let's fix that. Oh yeah, I missed all the semicolons. Here you go. I don't need the debugger in the component. And I don't need constructor anyway. Okay. So we need this dog to be in the middle of the screen. How am I going to position things, and what do I even want to write there? So I do want to write the stream title. I'm just gonna copy paste it from Twitter. Screen title. And then I'm gonna make it huge. Has to be big. Waiting screen. So font size is gonna be, should I use VH for font size? Or maybe I should just use pixels. Yeah, it's too much. Let's just use 80 pixels. Okay. Color is clearly white. And then we do want padding of maybe 5. Right, how do I update the padding? So it should be something like 5 VW, no VH, 5 VW. How about that? We got some padding, and we want box sizing border box. Yeah, so what I liked before is that the size was fixed regardless of where we were. So here I'm looking at the thing and I don't see it the way I'll see it on the screen. I think I might be going back to the variables, because or maybe, yeah, okay, I can do it later, but it seems like VH and VW are not perfect here. Alright, so I have this, the screen title. I want for the whole thing, I want font family, maybe this. So who knows some good fonts? Let me know. It would be interesting. Maybe we can just go browse Google Fonts. Google Fonts. What are good Google fonts for headers? Okay, Roboto. Open Sans. This looks good. Pilato. Yeah, all of them look good to me. I wish I had like a talent of a designer, so I would know what the difference is. Ubuntu. Comic Sans is my favorite. Yeah, that might be a bit too cool for me. All right, I'll just use this wherever I stopped, or maybe this. Let's just use this. Okay, how do we add it to? Oh, there are styles. I think extra. I think the light one I like most. So I can do this, or I can do this. I think link is fine. I'm gonna add it to the index.html file. So I'm thinking like in here specifically I can use like literally whatever I want, because yeah, like what are the drawbacks? I'm the one who have to download all this stuff, so like who cares basically. Okay, so I'm gonna use this font family Nanita. Let's see if it works. Okay, that actually looks pretty cool. I like it. So I have the dog. Want to make the dog bigger. How do we make the dog bigger? We give it a class name. Yeah, and the font should go smaller. All right, so I'm gonna bring back the CSS variables, because we want the whole thing to be. Yeah, I like how the colors change. So here width is gonna be var screen width, and then height is gonna be var screen height. Screen height, and then padding we're back to pixels, I guess. What will be the padding? I don't know, like 80, and width. Oh, let's do 80 everywhere, and see if we can always change it. Okay, so this is better. I just make it much smaller. Yeah, I can. Yeah, here you go. So I cannot make it smaller, but at least like this would be the way it will look on the stream, on this Twitch preview. So this actually looks pretty good. I think what I want to do is I want the color to be generated out of the title. So if I refresh, it stays consistently the same, but is based on the title. And I'm okay. Let's for now let's figure out the dog. So we are gonna do dog. That's a good class name. I keep forgetting to use the jump between component and CSS thing. The shortcut. Okay, so dog is width is gonna be like 300 pixels. Height is gonna be 300 pixels. Is it already? Let's do 500. Okay, so that seems to work. So I'll have to find a better dog picture eventually, but for now I think it's good. Margin auto, I haven't used it for a while and it doesn't even work. Why does it not work? Why does it not work? Am I missing some kind of display block? There you go. And then the other thing I want to say is so it's either starting soon or I'll be back soon or something like that. And I guess I think this should be centered as well. I wish I had a design talent. All right. So I think the starting soon should be much smaller. Let me add a class name for it. Starts soon. Here. So font size should be maybe, I don't know, 40 pixels, and then color white. So what else can I add to this screen? Is this 40 pixels? Let's do 50. Yep, looks about right. Let me see what it looks like right now. Twitch. Okay. Where are my videos? I think I have to click on myself and then I go to videos. Oh, there are clips. That's interesting. Oh, so interesting. So somebody actually can come in and create clips for me. This is weird. I mean, it's very cool on one hand. On the other hand, I can see like Ryan Cooper is making a clip out of something which I assume Ryan would not understand because it's in Russian. Anyway, I don't care about clips, I care about videos. I don't know what happened. There were like... oh, here we go. So here is a loading screen. So I just have my name, dog, and starting soon. So I think it's good for now. And I can always improve that. Right, so I'm gonna take this screen and I'm gonna throw it on the waiting screen. Let me open OBS Studio mode. All right, so I'm adding browser thing. I'll probably can just pull it here. Cool. So that's what I'm doing. I clearly making the same mistake with the scaling and 1080. Hop. Scaling and resizing. All right. Let me put the screen on for 5 seconds and then bring it back. Okay. Looks like it mostly works. So that screen doesn't have a microphone, so I cannot talk there. So I need some kind of separation for the information I have there. So English, Russian, those things, and the title should be different things. So do we need the language for the preview? Yes, I guess we do. So people who jump in and they look at what's going on and they're like, oh, will I be able to follow that? Do we need the technologies? I think we do. But they should be maybe like hashtags, smaller and below. Something like that. Alright, so I have a list of things. I think I can go Command Shift 8 and just do this. And then I can undo this. Select all of it. Here you go. Alright, so this is better. And I just call it tags. And this can actually be just alright, I keep it. I think it's good. Let me create a selector for it in current file. What does it do? Okay, not what I wanted to do. How about try again? Create selector, existing CSS file. What happens now? Ooh, it lets me pick a file. That's doesn't work. I think I can pick one here. Waiting screen. Yes, here you go. All right, so this optimization, which I just spent 2 minutes on, saved me 4 seconds of typing. Color gonna be white. So I don't think we should be using white. It should be some kind of whitish. Let me see if I can pick a maybe like this. And then I'll have to make the main colors darker, I guess. And then this should be even darker. Something like this, maybe. And the font size should be 40. No, it's too dark. But okay, for now, for li, I do list style known. Okay, and I'll do both for you. I never figured out what's on what, but padding 0, margin 0, that should work. And for UL, I'm gonna do display flexbox. And for li, I'm gonna do margin right of 20 pixels. So this is a little bit better, I think. Now I want to keep this on one line. I think meta stream can be a tag. Working on stream overlay. Meta stream. Yeah, so this is clearly unreadable. So I'll just use the size as a differentiating factor. I don't know, whatever I do basically looks ugly. So I've seen a pretty cool book somebody recommended to me, which is called Refactoring UI Patterns, I think, or maybe just refactoring UI. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, I think this is it. So I'll have to read it, and maybe that will help me improve my styling. It's pricey. It's like $80, but then I think it might be worth it, at least for somebody like me who is a terrible designer. I don't know if it's possible to read a book on a stream, or maybe people will just like, maybe Twitch will ban me for that. I don't know. So if anybody knows if it's a good idea, let me know. I think it would be a fun experience. All right, so working on stream overlay starting soon. I think for now I'm just gonna center the fuck out of it. Oh, can I swear on the stream? I'll just basically center everything. And I'm not gonna swear on the stream because I don't need to. Right, I'll just do like host text align center. Okay, so this kind of worked. Except it didn't center the UL thing. Maybe here I can do like margin outer. Yep. So I can do with 100% display flex on the parent div, and then here you go. Here you go, all centered. Now we need to organize the dog and everything else vertically. How do we do that? I guess for now we can just do display flex on the host, because we can. Display flex. Oh, we have display block, which we don't care about. Just do flex. And then flex direction. We're gonna put it vertically. Here you go. And then justify content space between. Okay, so this thing, I still don't like it, but I guess it's... Let me drop the flags. Is it centered? Is it really centered? I think so. Alright, let me see the full size. That's actually not terrible. I think I want the main thing to be a bit bigger. Screen title. Let's do 100 pixels. Okay, so this is not perfect, but I think this is good enough. So I'm gonna commit this, and I say add basic styling for the overlay. So the next thing I wanna do is I wanna have some kind of editor for the overlay, so I can jump in and edit this content. And it should be stored in an array, so this would be like an item in the array, and this way I can retain the history of all streams, whichever happened. I can probably also put something on the background, maybe a date or something behind the dog, but that can be done later. So let's see where we can create waiting screen editor, maybe in the same place, or maybe there should be some kind of like unified admin thing. So I'll create an admin module, admin, and then in the admin module I would have a waiting screen thing. So new schematic, a new module, which is waiting screen. just to stay consistent. And then here I can create a component which I call the same waiting screen. Right, so now I have a new admin module, so just commit that, add the admin module. All right, so waiting for the thing to commit. Aye. So I'm gonna test this waiting screen and step away for 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. It looks like the screen is working pretty well, which I'm happy about. Let's work on some admin stuff. Where is the project? Dan says that Twitch doesn't mind if you read some books, but copyright holders can report me my content for breaking the MCA rules. What are the chances though? What are the chances? So what if I stream it, but I never save the video? Would that change anything? Or it doesn't matter, like I'm not supposed to stream it at all? Because if there is a video which mentions their name somewhere, they might find it. But if there is no video, like who really cares? Don't know. I would be curious to know how it works. So I have a new admin waiting screen. I should have called it. I have two components with the same name. It should be waiting screen editor. I'm just delete the whole thing and create from scratch. Waiting screen editor. And then I create a component for this module and call it the same. Okay. I think IntelliJ is being slow. Oh no, I did the wrong thing. All right, I hope I didn't break anything with this refactor. Maybe it's easier to just create from scratch. All right, let me see if it still compiles. It seems like it does, but I think a big part of it is because it's not in the module yet. So I think once I include it in the module, it won't be great. All right, where is the app module? For now, I'm not gonna do any lazy loading anything. I don't even care enough. Okay, so something is broken. Router outlet is not a known element. Why would it do that? That's weird. So I commented out admin module for now. What does it have which would cause this error? I don't understand. So let me switch to the mode which doesn't run the app live, and then uncomment admin module and see what happens then. So it compiles well, and it seems like it works. Is it on the home page? Oh yeah, it seems like there is some. No. Is it on the overlay page? So it seems like everything works. I don't know why it panicked and started shouting at me. So I'm bringing back the overlay. Oh, it's a bit scary to work on the live thing, but luckily there are not that many people. So I need to create an admin route. App routing module. And I don't need this, all the chat route. Admin. And for now it will have the admin waiting screen. How did I call it? Waiting screen editor. And then we can refactor it later. Editor component, right? Cool, so it says that it works, which is what we want. Let me format this. So now we are gonna do two things. First of all, I think we are already connected to Firebase, so I'm not gonna worry about this. All I have to do is add Angular Fire. I think it's just Angular Firestore. Can I import this? Angular Firestore. Yeah, it looks like it should just automatically import it. Maybe I actually don't have it. Let me see. So in my package JSON, Angular. Yeah, so I do have Angular Fire. That's good news. Oop. I don't know whatever happened. This is weird. Okay, I'm back to no overlay mode. There is some weird error which I think just restarting should help. Okay, so it says waiting screen editor is listed, but is not a directive or component or pipe. How is it possible? Pretty sure it's a component. Oh yeah, so just because Firestore is Angular Firestore. Okay, that seems to work. I think I don't even need to import any modules. So what I'm gonna do is I'll have a button which allow me to create a new stream which will go directly to Firestore. Let's see which project I'm using here. I think it should be in I think it's probably just in app module. Yep. So it's this is the name of the project. So I'm going to go to Firebase, and I may need to configure Firebase in a way that it would give me access to, well, Firebase. So this is the project. I'm going to Cloud Firestore. There used to be one tab saying database, but now there are two different tabs. So there is a bunch of, I don't want to call it garbage, but I've been trying to use something on this project, which is called, how's it called? It's FlameLink, which is kinda a CMS on top of Firebase. It's pretty cool. I ended up not needing it, but maybe actually I can see and maybe I can use that. Maybe I don't need my own thing. So what it allows me to do is, how do I log in here? This is not, oh, here you go. All right, get started. So I'm clearly using it already. Here is my login. Cool, so I have projects. This is my project, which I'm using for the overlay. So it's active. I don't know what Flame is, and I'm the only one who has access to it. I don't know what this is. I just logged in. It's asking me to log in again, but that's fine. So here are schemas, which I assume are like databases. So my schema would be streams. Schema ID streams. Description, I don't need it. It's streams. So single collection or form. I guess form allows you to let other people add to it without any registration. There is external link. Set as a variable. I don't know what it means. It's sortable and it's enabled. That looks good to me. Now I can add fields. So what fields can I have here? So I do, let's go to waiting screen. I think it's just waiting. So I want this to be configurable, right? I don't know what happened to the dog. So it's a list of tags and it's a header and then it's starting soon. So I don't know what field group is. Just edit fields, add fields. I need text. I just need the text. This should work. How do I drop this? How do I get rid of it? I think I'm stuck with it now. I have to live with it. Maybe there is a trash icon somewhere and I'm missing it. Here you go. So this field is how do you call it? Stream title. And then description, show overview table. Okay, and then the other stream is a list of tags. What could be, there is what you see is what you get, which is pretty cool. Markdown editor, which is cool, but I don't need. There is a switch. password, email, range, number, media. None of this looks good. Maybe field group it is. Okay, location, link text, tag. Tag. That looks perfect. I don't know what it is. So I call it tags. And then description, default value, I don't care. Okay, I can just do like Angular maybe. All right. Grid layout. I don't care about this. Okay, I think for now I'm done. So I'm gonna save this. I have a new schema called streams. How do I create something? Streams. So if I can make this work, I do not need the UI, which sounds pretty cool. Content, streams. So I'll create a new stream. And then I'll just copy paste the title from here, working on the stream overlay. And then tags, I'll just copy paste them from here as well. I don't know if I can copy paste tags. Nah. Alright, let's just do this. Firebase. Angular should be capitalized. Angular TypeScript. Well, I can do flame link because that's what I'm using. Alright, so it seems like it kind of works. How do I get this information now? Working on stream overlay. Let's do new entry, and then this is a new amazing stream. And it has it allows me to add previous tags, which is pretty cool. Just add all of them, and I'm gonna save it. Status: select, review, publish. Publish, I assume. Save. So what's the status of the other thing? Okay, it does not have a status. I'm gonna publish this now. Cool. So it seems like thanks to this thing, I don't need to worry about the UI. Now the question is like, how do I get it back on my site, in my app? I wish this, maybe I have to, oh, here you go. So I have content, I have media. I think I can have, like, instead of a dog, I could actually have something else. Let me see. Schemas, streams. So I can have an image field. Can I have an image field? Text area. I don't see an image. Oh, image deck. Okay, so if there is image deck, then pretty sure. Oh, you can have. I can pick a custom color. That's pretty cool. I'll take that. Background. And then what other? Where is the image? Media. I assume media, like image is a media, right? Yeah. Nice. Media types. Images. Perfect. And then another thing I wanted to do is I want to go back to tags and drop default value and bring back Angular. Here you go. I'm curious why I did not pick up the other Angular, but okay, it's good for now. So this looks good to me. Let's see what else I can do there. Here, users. That's me. Permissions. Settings. I don't know what this is webhooks. I don't care. Oh no, oh no, just signed out. Okay, logging back in. Manage project. I think I probably have all of this. CMS users, Firebase config. Maybe here. Paste in your Firebase to quickly update all fields or manually update. No, that looks good. That looks good. So I'm on the free plan. I could have upgraded if I wanted to. So I think we're good, but I still don't understand how to JavaScript SDK. Maybe this JavaScript SDK. Easily simple and intuitive API. Get started. So I need this flame link thing there. Alright, why use this thing? But why is it the only thing which is confusing is like, why is it promise based? Why not observable? Let me see, flame link observable. Oh, there is Angular flame link. That's pretty cool. Only tested for Cloud Store. This is on Tao Npm, so this seems like it's a Chinese version of Npm. But it's also on Npm. It has two downloads a week, so I can make it 3. So you have FlameLink module, new pass schema. It looks okay. I'm gonna make a commit, yeah, version 007. I think it's fine. I wanna try it. I'm gonna amend the previous commit because I did screw it up initially. I think I feel brave enough to try it. I'll just timebox it in I don't know, 5 minutes, and then if it doesn't work, well, it doesn't work. Okay, so while I was committing, it seems like there is some error again. Oh no, it's good, it's good. I don't know why it would not let me amend the commit. Let me do it again. Okay, I think it's good now. So let's do npm install. Who is the collaborator? Ribel. Nasser. Okay. I don't have lots of hope for this, but I'll start it because he tried. Okay, that's a different thing. This is ng flamelink. Is it newer? npm.js. Oh, this is even newer. This has 38 downloads a week. What's the version? 120. Okay, so this seems like this is better. Let me install that, and I don't need the other one. Where is my package JSON? Package last published a day ago. Yeah, that gives me some hope. So I'll drop this Angular thing, Load file system changes. Gonna get rid of this. And npm start. Let's look at the docs. Okay, so ng generate project ng flame link. What? Okay, so it's not really readme, it's just that's weird. Where's the GitHub for it? ng flame link. Oh, there is a better readme on GitHub, just not on npm. Import flame link module in run npm install to regenerate package lock. I can do that. Npm install. Done. Thank you, Dan. So flame link module initialize. So db type cf. I using strings for that is like weird, but okay. Firebase app. That's fine. Full. I don't know what those things are. I wish it was just like one module to import. Okay, it seems like it's moderately sane. It seems fine. Let me try that. Storage. Oh, I see. So storage, I guess content is okay. I'm curious if it will pick up the config from my Firebase app. But if not, that's probably fine. All right. So for now, I'll just drop it and see if it shouts at me. And then content module sounds good. It already highlights this is not assignable. What's going on here? So there is some config which only takes Firebase app. Okay. Oh, thank you. It's an octopus. You didn't bring it to me? Okay. I have a baby inspection here. Alright, so I think you can just pass the config here. So I think it's Firebase app, Firebase config. I don't know what will happen inside. We'll see very soon once we get to runtime. Right. Meanwhile, I can get back to, I think. Oh, never mind. What's this? And how the target has missing dependencies. Really? All this? Do I want to install all this? Flame link schemas, flame link. Oh, I think I can just do npm install flame link. That should make it. And then I'll probably need all the types. Yeah, I'm starting to like this less and less. There should be like one single entry point. There is some error. This might be the end of my flame link user career. Dan says even Angular doesn't. So maybe if there was an ng add something, that would work. So what's the error? 403. Node unknown. Yeah, if there was like ng-add which did that for me, I would understand that. But like if huh. Okay, now let's see. Maybe I don't think I can do anything else to improve here except to like run it again. Do I need a specific node version or why? Okay, yeah, so that didn't work really well. I think what I can do is I know some folks from FlameLink and I can ping them and ask to maybe come help me figure it out. Because right now it doesn't seem like there is any way I can like do it. It seems like there are like a bunch of errors and I have like 15 more minutes. But what is it though? Okay, no flame link for now. I guess I'll just do it manually. Although like that seemed like the UI was pretty cool. The UI was nice. So let's see what the rules are. Okay, they literally say like you can read and write whatever you want. I guess that's I'll just do allow write if true for now. I don't have anything important there until I will. So for now this is safe. Cool. Yeah, so technically I guess anybody can go to the thing and write something. So once I start actually using it, I should improve that. Cool, so let's get back to, I don't know what happened to the dog. Maybe just because I stopped the server. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna git how do rollback this, and this. I don't need that. All right, now that should work. It's interesting that the overlay works without the app running, which I guess is okay. Let me try. Yep, the dog is gone, which is, I guess, is okay. All right. Ah, I know what's going on. I need to set the port. I installed FZF, but I did not the fuzzy history thing, reverse history, but I think I did not import something in some sh config, so it doesn't work. I'll have to look at it after the stream. Right, so waiting, and then I go to admin, and here we have our Firestore. So it's a list of things. So I have to get the reference to, where is the editor? Streams. I'll just call it streams. Is this Firestore ref, and then the name of the collection is I'll just call it streams, because why not? Instead of const I have to say read only, and I don't know why it complains. I think it's just called collection, because Angular Fire abstracts it out. And we can have an add button, which button, add new stream, on click is add new stream. And on this streams add. So what would be the structure? I think we should create some kind of interface. Export interface stream. That's good enough. So it has a name, string, and then it has a tags, which is array of strings. And potentially it can have an image, but I don't care that much about it. I think I can just go make it generic. Let's see if it's possible. Yep. And now it will complain unless I have a proper structure. And then tags empty array. Alright, why is this highlighted? It should return nothing. Okay, let's see if this helps. There is a button. So I assume that would add a new stream. So now I'm gonna iterate. It's gonna be private, but we need a public okay, I'll just call it streams with $sign equals stream these streams value changes. Okay, do I need the key or anything? No, I don't think so. No, I think it's good. And then we can just output it right here. For now, streams async pipe JSON, just to see if we actually saved anything. Yep, it seems like we did. Now we can just iterate over it. Okay, let stream of streams stream JSON. Perfect. That seems to work. Now we have to have a selected streams stream. How do we do that? So we do want to be one stream, kind of like current at a time. I think what we can do is we can add a date and show the recent one. Is it a good idea? Is there any reason where that's not a good idea? I think it's always a good idea. So there is a special Firebase thing, which is I think Firebase Firestore import. field value. Field value ser timestamp. So this returns an object. Oh, okay. Why does it complain? Object literally in the date. Aha. So I just need a date. So what the result of this timestamp? I'll just say any for now. Alright. So what does it return? Field value. I think that's good. Why does it complain? Should be lowercase. Aha. And then so date is either field value or I think it's just date. Right? Will that work? Nice. So now when I hit add a new stream, oh, so it's not date, it's something with seconds and nanoseconds. Is this what field value is? Static increment is equal, no. It's not. So what in this file has nanoseconds? Timestamp. So Firebase special timestamp. Add import statement. Right. Let's see if this works. Will it shout at me in the bottom? Yep. Right, so I'll just have to cast the bottom thing to any. Doesn't bother me because the real value will get the right one. Okay, so this why is this red? Trading white space. I don't care. I think I can fix current file. Nice. So now I can add a new stream. Yep. So what I need to do is I need to figure out how to always get the latest. So Firebase allows to collection. Is it just where? Let's see. Okay. I'll try doing it from memory, and if I cannot figure it out, we can do it later. For now, I'll just do this. It's not very optimized, but it should work. So we take a ref, and then return ref dot where, and then no, we don't need where. We need order by or sort by or something. Order by date. Okay. And then let me have distinct name here, LOL2, and then I can limit to 1. Limit to 1. Right, let's see if I so now I have to go with descending, I think, and then I will always get the last one. Here you go. So now we call it latest. Add a new stream. Yeah, name latest. That seems to work. So next thing I'm gonna do is I still want to, actually I don't care. For now I just want to allow to edit the latest one. I do need to have some way to access it, which is some kind of key. So instead of value changes, I can go with the snapshot changes. Let's see if this is, oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna pipe tap through it, which allows me to just jump in and see what's inside. And as it opens the debugger, we can look at what's inside this thing. So it's one item, array of one item. It has a type, has a payload, has doc. I don't see, there should be a key somewhere here. Let me try this. A.0.key payload dot doc. Nope. Let's see. So there is a doc on the thing. Exists ID. Here is the ID. Here is the metadata. I don't understand how to get the actual document. There is apparently it's compiled by a Clojure compiler, and it screws up all the names of everything which is private, which kind of makes sense. Okay, ref payload doc ID. So maybe it's not payload, maybe it's something else. Type. So it's literally just type and payload. So I guess we have to go to payload. Exists ID metadata. I guess we have to get ref dot doc maybe. Ref get. Well, I'm gonna look it up, and then I think I'm gonna finish for today. Angular fire get document with ID. I know this dude from somewhere. Okay, value changes. Value changes. Oh, easy. So we can just have ID field. What else value changes takes? Here you go, ID field. That's nice, that's a good, this was not here last time I checked it, but that was a while ago. I think I'm satisfied with that. That took me way less time than I expected. So now we have a key, and this helps. So at the time I can only edit the last document, and that's fine, that's okay. I just need to add a couple inputs, and then on change, alright, just do it, have a couple more minutes. So I have an input, and then let's do a label. I'll just throw in input in the label, title, and then for the tags we need some smart tags. Killer material. Спасибо. Так. Вот. This looks like it. So you can add things and you can remove things. So it's mat cheap input. Okay. mod chip list. So I guess you just copy paste this thing and it kind of works. That's what's in the component. So it looks like a manual thing. I don't know why they don't have how to complete. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, I don't know why they don't expose this as a component, but I'm okay with copy pasting this. All right, I think I'm done for the day. So tomorrow we might have a stream with Fox, where we'll try to create a web client for Clubhouse, and we'll see how it works. Dan says that they probably did it for better flexibility. I can see that. I respect that. I also see how yeah, I also wish there was just like a simple thing, because I feel like I'll mostly copy paste it. I think for most of the components, just the configuration, like passing config object or like some setting some properties would be enough. So what do I have here? Input, form control, fruit input. Yeah. Oh, it's in the bottom. Yeah, because I'll copy paste it and then I will not have any tests for it, or like I'll have to write them myself every time. And it seems like yeah, anyway. All right, thanks for everybody who hung out today in this very chill stream. I didn't like promote it anywhere because just wanted to write some Angular in peace. Thanks Dan for actually posting some comments, and then hopefully we'll see you tomorrow or Monday. We'll see how it goes. Right. Bye bye.